from early on, I'm like, this is not for me. So I was a dancer, but not an artist. I played theater, not an artist. So to me, art, it was painting. It was if you're a painter. So I did play in some movies, theaters, dancing, and everything you name it, but I never wanted to touch that part of the art. But sometimes, art catches you a certain way. So at a moment of my life where I was really down, I've lost someone really dear to me, my son, and I was lost. I grew up seeing my brother painting because my father has initiated painting, but I've never tried. And one day, in my despair, I was at my brother's house, and he says, okay, let's go out with me. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here and not talk to anybody. They say, yeah, let's go. We are doing something, we have to put up an art show. So you come and give us a hand. Just hang the painting for us. At least you can do that. I was really grumpy, didn't want to do it, but at the end, I'm like, okay, all right. So I went with him with no interest, nothing, and I started hanging, painting, and looking at that painting. And I'm like, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can try, but didn't say anything. So I went home and I decided to go to a art supply and purchase something and say, let me try. And it was really that's what I call my, my therapy. Because when they asked me to go to therapy, I said, no, I didn't want to. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to say anything about it. I didn't even want to see people who know me before, so they don't ask me any question, just in case they didn't know about the event, and they come and ask me about the family, and so that was like, So when I get there, when I touch that brush, and I spent the entire day, didn't even realize that I was with that brush in my hand. And next day, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like I'm doing something that's captivating, and I've been doing it, and this is how I came out. This is how I become me again. So I can say that art saved me. This one here, if you know me, I'm still dancing. I'm still a dancer, still performing, and I love the drum. That I beat the drum sometimes. So there to me is that sense of joy and explosion. You see that man can be me looking at that drum, and all you see around is vibration. It's like at the carnival when you see them throwing those confetti, and this is from the heart of the drum. Some have title, some don't have title, even though in my heart they have a title. So if you ask me for a title for each of them, I will tell you the title. Like this one over there is called Reflection. You can see that woman sitting at the beach and looking at from far away. I don't know what she's looking at actually, but she's in deep reflection. Yes, it's all vibration coming out of the drum. It's like, and the drum is in the heart of that woman, inside of her. That's what I Yes. Over here, this is a snow. This was a snow day. Really, you can see. And I look at my neighbor's house across the street, and I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. Maybe I should paint that. And this is how that painting came out. But it's really, really cold. You can see outside is cold, but inside the house, it's warm. There is something, there is life inside. It's not just plain cold everywhere. And over here, this is my duality. I call it duality because you can see it's a man and a woman together, but we are one, but we're not the same. We're the same, but different. And also here, there's an explosion that is beauty, love, and all this combination in here. You can see the love, you can see creation, this one here, and the earth life. This one is the morning. It's not a crepuscule, but it's really, the sun is coming up in the valley. I remember when I was a little girl, we have a little city in my country called Savannah, and I've been there once for vacation. And I remember, I still have in my head the bell of the church ringing early morning. And when I look deep down in the valley, you can see the smoke coming and all the trees around. So this is about what is here early morning. You see, it's not the daylight. You can see there's not a lot of light on the trees, and the light are coming from behind the little mountain here. This is our souls going up. I cannot paint the soul as soul, so I have to represent them as people, because they embody people. The soul lives inside them. So this is my interpretation of the rapture. All the souls that go in together, going up towards the light. You can see the light. So they are going to the light. And over here is my little baby. That baby was born right before my grandson. My daughter was pregnant and was about to deliver, and a couple months before I created that painting, and I call it in the arm of God, because you can see the peace. Everything, you can see darkness, you can see lightning, all these things, but the baby is still at peace. Still sleeping. Even been hit by the lightning, but it didn't lose his peace. He's still at peace, sleeping. This one is the flying drum dance. Again, the lady with the drum. That's me dancing there. Yeah, she is outside, and there's no drum beating, but she has the drum in her heart, and that's why you see the drums all around her. There's no real drum beating at that time. It's inside, and you can see all this.
So why did you decide to make this the cover of this exhibition?
Maybe because it's a little me inside of that lady.
That's why the fashion is there on the girl.
Yes, you can see the fashion too, because I'm a fashion designer. So I created a beautiful outfit for her, and she's a dancer as I am, and she loves the drum, so it's all me. This is a couple. sitting here, but you just see this part of the guy and the two hands. This is the man sitting here. You see his leg, his shirt over here, and the lady's on this side, and you can just see her skirt and her arm coming where she hugged the man. But you can see they've been there together for a long time by looking at their hands. This is not young hands, you know. They travel the times together. So I call it forever yours. And over here we have two fishermen. You know, back home they don't fish. They do sometimes. Some of people do, but most fishermen, they just have a little canoe, and they do the fish. They pull the little net by themselves. And this is what is happening there. They are pulling the net. This is two strong Haitian guys. And here is a promenade at the park. Three little boys, my grandsons for sure, playing by the water. Malaika is the daughter of Charles Lucien, that you may know, the founder of HAM, one of the founders of HAM.
The Asian
Asian Artists Assembly of Massachusetts. So this is his daughter that I dressed and painted. And that gentleman over here is famous. It's a famous guy. So I know everybody knows him.
Is it Nelson?
Nelson
Mandela.
And this one is a soon to be famous young lady. Her name is Cynthia.
Okay. Looks like her, yes.
She is a dancer, she is a cineast, she just released a movie, and there's another one coming out, and she's an actress, so I catch her before she's famous.
Is that charcoal?
Yes, this is charcoal. And over here, it's one Haitian young lady from the countryside. You know, in the countryside, they don't have problem smoking, you know, and she is smoking. I don't know what is going on in her head as she puffing that.
She's thinking that.
But she's in deep reflection too. You can, yes, absolutely. And you can see the smoke. It's like all over her. It's a thought. What's around her, it's not just the smoke, but it's her thought that I try to frame her inside. Over here, this is a Haitian lady. She's selling her goods. The fruit there. She's selling goods.
And that's the painting that went into the book of the Asian Artists Assembly of the Migrating Colors.
Yes. Yeah. And the next one is my sister-in-law who took a nice picture at the beach, and she was showing me, and before you know, I have her on the canvas.
You noted that painting was a therapy for you after you lost your son,
Yes.
but we don't quite see him on your painting. Is that the choice you made, neither your daughter? So you just decided to leave them out in your painting?
I don't know. I've always been a happy person, and I think even when I'm sad, it's hard for me to stay in that state. And I try not to reproduce sadness, you know. So yeah, I remember I did a twist one of my first painting was a twist, and it was gray and everything, and I'm like, why should I keep that? You know, because anything that remind me of something that made me feel sad, I don't stay attached to it. So you will not see me doing anything that is sad. Yeah.
Thank you.
If we would like to buy one of these pieces, are you selling or?
Some are for sale, and I would be glad to sell them to you, because as my brother always says, the story starts with the painter and it continues with you. So if you take one painting with you, it will continue with your family, because there's so much question to ask about the painting, and by asking questions you can even discover yourself to a painting, because when you ask 10 people question about one painting and 10 people react a certain way, so you go to sit in a little corner and ask yourself, why do I think that way? And then you can answer the question and find out more about you.
Do you also design for men? I see a lot of beautiful dress, but I don't see anything for nothing
Yes,
for men.
actually, yes. I was telling you, my brother was the one. I always value what he does. It's like, oh. But the first painting that I did, I brought it to him. He saw it. He was happy. It's like, wow, you're doing good, and make me feel like. And when I came to Charlotte, and Charlotte is like, oh my God, have you ever seen a mother when their kids from kindergarten bring a little painting and say, Mama, this is you? That was the face that I have from them on my first painting, and I still have the same support. From day one, they're still pushing.
So you have two dads.
Yes.